his own brand, and he also is a TEDx speaker and multiple fashion shows. He's been a guest and invitee and a judge of. Anupam here is the VP of Fabiclore. He is VP of Brand and Communications. Today, Karan is wearing a fabric. He's draped a Fabiclore fabric into a very beautiful sari, and that is what Karan has been working in and around. Karan very deeply promotes the handlooms into the fashion sector, and today he is going to be talking about the journey of an outfit. So, Karan, just take us through that journey. We can't wait.
Thank you so much, Fabiclore, for having me here, first of all. And I love being a crow today. So, before, when I got the invite, I was really excited to choose fabric because I'm really excited to wear silks. And obviously, when it's a gift, it adds on to the charm of it. Another thing which excites me is that you can drape sari in n number of ways, where you cannot sit and think that okay, sari should be only worn in the 90s style, where it started as a satika in the Indus Valley civilization. So if we have the website as well, I will start it with as sari. Can everybody see that? Is it all visible? Cool. So cool. So I have taken a subtitle as boon or a bane. Why? Because I wanted to bring in the sexuality and modernity concept as well. That sari is something which you wear as a 6-yard garment. On the top, if you drape it out, it's a sari. And then if you wear it down there, it's a dhoti. So where is the question? The question is the mindset when people have started from the Indus Valley civilization in the 1600 BCs, where people started wearing saris as a women satika garment. But as rules are made to be broken, as modernization honks, as modernization has to be there, as people have to come out of the closet and bring something, a modern concept. Are we staying in Jaipur modern? Yeah. Yes. So the modernization should always be there. And that's what a simple fabric can do to designers. When we come from a background where we think that, okay, something is a boon to us, or something is, I think it's a taboo that a man is wearing a sari. Well, we see women walking down the streets, strutting down the streets in all jeans and all top hot bottoms. Why they turn around when they see a guy in a sari? One thing which is a very adamant fact about it is that we should always feel comfortable in our own skin and should not worry about others. So the history, can we turn to the next slide? The history is, look at these beautiful ladies draped in like a total beautiful sari and looking like from 90s movies, but they are all princes. Princes wearing saris, and it's a very royal garment. Even when you wear it in a wedding, or when you wear it in a wedding, when you wear it in any particular event, it makes you stand out of the crowd. And that is what I think designers do. That is what we all are meant for. Okay, when I went to my my master, my tailor, to ask him to, okay, do this, and do this, he was like, Karan sir, you always have such kind of weird designs. I said, that is what we are all meant for. That is what we are known for. That is what we want to bring about in the society. If we do not bring change, then who? Politicians? I hope not. I hope not. Moving to the next slide, we can see beautiful princess again here, and there's a little girl draped in a sari. I come from a fraternity where I follow ISKCON, the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, where the foreigners, the white skin, start wearing Indian garment in a very particular way. They're draped in beautiful saris, langas and skirts, and they look super, super cute. And that's one of the example it comes from. Next, please. Okay, so it's sari has evolved from satika, which is mentioned in Hindu literature as a women attire. So, okay, we all are Hindus, we believe in scriptures and all text Bibles and, every scripture, what we say, what we read, is correct to our understanding, because we see, right? It's an unwritten truth that if it's written, okay, it's we are going to agree to it, yes. But if we try to bring about a change, there's a big question mark in the society. So it's a women's attire, but that doesn't mean that it's not a gay attire. That doesn't mean that it's okay. I wouldn't see him in sari. He's a man, but he's straight man, right? Sexuality also happens, but obviously in the previous times everybody was in closet, so we cannot talk about them. And then it's the basics. The sari Satika talks about 80 normal basic ways of draping sari, but when we talk about ourselves, we can have 1,000 ways. And then there we have very different kind of saris coming from very different kind of states, and Navy sari to Maharashtrian pallu and Uchida pallu and Ulta pallu and all kind of stuffs. When we start wearing sari, we can really play with the silhouettes. Playing with the silhouettes is not only on the craft book, on the designing book, which we designers do, but it's also a part of our day-to-day life when we start draping a particular sari. When we start draping a sari, we think that, okay, today I want to wear it in this way or that way, which should suit the environment where I'm going. Earlier, I was deciding to wear it in a very simple, normal way, but then when I met somebody yesterday in an event and who was an organizer from here, this event itself, I think that's a girl. So she was like, we really want you to wear it in a very different, modernized way. I was like, okay, that's a concept changed. So I was like, I want all the crows to be visible. And then there's one thing which Anna Wintour also talks about, the British Vogue and American Vogue creative director. She talks about never wear something head to toe black. So it's one concept which looks you, but we can also talk about being camouflaged in a garment. So camouflaging is something which people say that, okay, we should go with white and then black or off colors. We never talk about camouflaging. Camouflaging is also a concept. When you think of hibernating in your own closet, right? We don't want others to concentrate upon us, others to think upon us, others to judge us. So we can be ourselves. Next, please. Talking about this guy, he's a sari man of our country. Yes, Himanshu. He's a very dear friend of mine, and I would say that he was the first person. And now I start about my journey. He was the first person who asked me to try wearing a sari. And back in 2016, so I was like, no, I'll just wear dhoti. Saris is not my cup of tea. And then I saw that picture of him on Instagram and the internet, and I was like, he looks very scary. Yeah, how can society accept him? Then when we see these two people, Ayushman and then Guthi, on our televisions, and then we're like, yes. So either it's a fun subject, second it's a mockery subject, or third we can tag it as something which is created to remove the taboo, which Ayushman Khurrana always does. He's always talking about the section 377. It's abnormal now. It's not very debatable topic. He talks about new generation movies which are coming, then Chandigarh Kare Ashikis and all kind of movies, in which he's really promoting sexuality to a greatest level. And then we see that, okay, if a celebrity can do it, this Ranbir Singh, if he can wear a pajama in an event, why not we? So the main thing which comes here is we all are celebrity driven. Even if they wear Siddharth Diddler's underwears and then they walk on the street, everybody will start doing it because it's fashion. But then we are not going to say that, oh, that's a taboo, because it's fashion. So when these people do it, they're not even wearing it in a very proper way, but still we can say that they're still wearing it. And then we can say that men in sari vis-a-vis women in pants. So that's what I started my talk initially with. that it started with Indian women wearing salwar and kameez, which was the Pakistanis and the Muslims used to do it, and they still do it. So how can we say that it's something which has been transformed? It's a baggy pant, and then we start wearing it in a very cigarette kind of a style, or then and we start in bell bottoms, but they used to wear it. But when they started wearing it, and the Butterick the magazine, which has also showcased it in the London Times, when we talk about all these things very frankly, very openly, then why? Yesterday I went to an event, and there were the JKJ jewelers over there, and I just commented on the mainstream thing, which is like, why always women in jewelry? It's a mainstream thing, yeah? Why not breaking the stereotypes? Okay, this is the modern generation at the back who is going to, break the stereotypes. Stop thinking when you see something strange. Stop commenting. Stop having dubious thoughts about them. Or you start doing something strange, you start doing something odd, off the track. Will you be satisfied then? Because what are we made for? If Mahatma Gandhi would not have done the Dandi March, we would not have got the salt to us. If he would not have gone off the track, we would have been the slave of British till now. So rather than having a contemporary thought of having ourselves sitting in our own closet and sitting on our own mindset and not moving outside, that is going to make you just like a little dumb bird. See, it's fashion industry, which, okay, so if somebody's asked me, why do you wear weird sunglasses? Why do you wear sunglasses at night? Why do you do that? Why do you do that? I said, I'm from fashion industry, darling. What are you? So that gives us a liberty. But why do we need a tag of a fashion industry? Fashion wale to kuch bhi karte hain. Yeah? Fashion wale, whatever they wear, it's a fashion. So when it is a fashion, understand it's a fashion. And then if you are not made for it, you're not made for it. That's it. Get the sass out of it. And then let us do what we are doing, because we are doing it the best way. The girls wear sari the best way. But I've been complimented a lot. I don't want to speak this statement because I can see a lot of women out here. So let's not talk about it. Moving to the next slide. Okay, next one. Yes! A modern avatar. The only thing which I always talk about is that sari should be worn in a very Nirupa Rai style, in a very old tip barsa pani kind of very, very elegance, It gives you like, Ab pyar kiya to darna kya. So it gives you a very, very beautiful insight into wearing a beautiful sari in a very poised way, in which the previous slides we have seen. But again, since modernization is always a concept, since to bring about a change is always a concept, and William Shakespeare also said, to be or not to be, we always get confused what to wear, how to wear, and when to wear. So again, we have an opportunity to think about this. Yes, we can drape in different styles. Will's Fashion Week has also accepted it. London Fashion Week has also accepted it. There's a designer called Ashish. He's a real friend of mine, great designer. We did our London Fashion Show 2016 together. So when I saw his garments, they were literally simple saris. Simple saris, I mean the simple saris which our households can wear. And they were draped in such a way, and the makeup was loud. And that was on London Fashion Week's runway. And I was like, since you're a friend, it was lovely collection. But if we think that, okay. So, we really tend to think a lot that if London can accept such things, then we are far beyond. I think we should have our own fashion shows on Neptune or Mars for that sake. Next, please. And now we can talk about one of the very great Assamese Mekla Chodar. Mekla Chodar is a sari which Assamese wear, and we can see it's in the first picture. We have a very normal, basic how it's draped, and then it's in the modernized way. They both look great. Next one, please. And that's me. So look at me. I was very strutting down the street in the first days, and it's in London Fashion Week 2016 where I started wearing size for the first time. I was scared like hell. I didn't pee in pants, but I was scared. 'Cause, the judgmental eyes, the people viewing you from the corners and all. If it was India, I was really accepted very well. People really accepted the kind of garment I was wearing, the way I was draping, and I got just one invite in London Fashion Week, and then I got 10 more invites the further days, just because of your appearance. Yes, and not to brag about, but when I went to Lakme Fashion Week for the first time in 2018, Ritik Kumar, Tarun Tehlani, and the other celeb designers were sitting in the front rows, and we were attending the show of Gaurang Shah. So I was asking my manager that who is the lady right next to me. He was like, boss, looks like Ritu Kumar. So I was like, okay, might be. So but she came to me and she really appreciated my sari, and she was like, are you coming to my show today? I said, oops. I was like, no, I don't have the invite. So she said to the design to our assistant, give 2 invites to him, and he's going to be in the front rows for my show. So the point to get from it: be yourself. Never be discouraged. Even if you're wearing a sunglasses at night, that doesn't make a difference. Even if you're wearing a tattered sari, guys are wearing tattered pants, and then you call it a boxer style fashion, street fashion. Everything which you do by your heart, everything which you do to satisfy yourself, even if you take out your mother's sari and drape it in a modernized 2021 way, it's fashion. The body shapes, again, we body shame people that, oh, you are FAT, you cannot wear a sari, right? You cannot wear something which is showing your thighs or legs. Sorry, you are nobody to judge that. And if you are judging it, kindly keep mum, take a nice nap at your home, because we do not need such. And to stop those people, you are the ones who are going to come in the front and talk about, like, shh, we don't need you guys. I have seen people commenting on the way I drape a sari and like, oh, he's the guy who wears sari. I say, yes, it's from my. Can you bring me a new sari? Well, you don't even know the prices what I wear. So better not talk about it. If you can bring out the sass in yourself, trust me, guys, you can stop, you can streak, you can walk, you can streak down the street in your personalized way. You can never fall down from your heel. Next. And that's again LFW. This is my first sari. Again, I'm Shada. So you can see how poorly dressed I am. but it was like just a little drape just to acknowledge myself. Next one. And again, this is, and then when I posted this on my Instagram and Facebook, that is the line I wrote, and I chose to be myself. When you hatch out of your own egg, when you start thinking that, okay, I make this collection and this is different from what others do. We had a talk show at NIFT, and the panelists included a few people, and I was there, and this Manish Malhotra. So somebody asked a question that if we have sari designers like you in the industry, to Manish, not me, then what is the chance of us getting famous? He said a very beautiful line that if you can make a garment which has even one thread different from mine, you'll become famous. Literally believe in yourself. If I would not have believed in myself, next night, I would not have been this. See, the change is invested in you. The change can be bought by you. And I don't think that you really need more discourses on that. And there's no pill which will tell you to eat and change in the next second. We are not Dexter's laboratory. We are not Powerpuff Girls. You have to change it. You have to bring the change. And next time when somebody comes and comments on you, then you know what to do. Yeah? Okay. Jai Sari. Thank you. The floor is open for discussion as well if you guys have any questions and queries.
Yeah. I don't have words, I just have one word. It was powerful. I think all of us sitting here just needed to hear that, and you just put it, framed everything very beautifully. And I think the word sari, the 6 yards of sari only can give you that confidence, every time. If you have one sari in your wardrobe and you are, confused about what to wear a sari. And I've always got this from my grandmother, my mother, and they were women who have wore saris all their lives. And my grandmother, interestingly, she had a kora sari for the time when she was in the kitchen. So it started from there. And then she used to change and come to a regular day wear sari and then a night wear sari. So everything was a sari about them. And same with my mom. And when I grew up looking at them wearing saris, I always thought, oh my God, I need to get out of this. I can never wear a sari. And today when I look back and any occasion I need to dress up, and interestingly, having this thought, I still bought myself 21 saris from Banaras, going from weaver to weaver and picking up saris for myself, getting them the blouses and everything stitched so that no one can claim them later, and still not wearing it. And today, if I have an occasion, I just can't think of anything but a sari. Because you don't have to do anything, no makeup, nothing, no jewelry, you just wear a sari.
It reminds me of one of the incidences that when my mother got newly married and she came to Jaipur, and her mother-in-law, my granny, whom I have never seen, so she was like, drape a sari, but bahut ucha, so that it doesn't get dirty when you're working. One. And second thing, she always started wearing saris, and trust me guys, I've never seen a beautiful lady than my mother in a sari. My father sent me a beautiful picture like a few hours ago that your mom and dad, in a function, and I saw my mother wearing a beautiful sari, and I think that's a 10 to 12 years old picture. I was really admiring the picture, and I was like, wow, is that my mom? So, where did I get that from? That's her. When I was very young, I started draping dupattas in a beautiful way that it brings about a change. Then we see that mothers drape their boys into frocks and saris and skirts, and like, yes, not thinking that he'll turn into gay, becoming gay next morning, and like, hi mom. but the only thing is I don't know what weird fantasies do parents have to make their boys look feminine, but when they grow up they are like, you need to be straight. So that's something very questionable thing. But again, I recently posted like few reels on Instagram. I started putting reels now. So one of the reels we got 6 million views, and in that I'm wearing a sari worn by my mother. So I think one sari, one blessing from your parents, I think can have a lot of positivity to you. Because a modern mother can accept everything, but a mother coming from 90s, the Nirupara, right? So they need to like fulo phalo khair chodo kind of a concept, right? So they really take it very hard to understand that no. Yesterday when I was talking to mom, JKJ's jewelers have like credited me with the good amount, and they're gonna ask me to have a nice shoot. The mom was like, yeah, in pants and shirts and wearing a nice jewelry. I was like, mom, come on, it will be like a nice silk sari, like big part and all. Mom was like, no. I said, good money, mom. Mom was like, okay. so but parents, the only thing is, be yourself. Okay. When I went outside, I learned two things, and that will be the golden statements which I'll give, and then I'll stop the conversation, not making you bored. if you have two things in the life, I would add one more, and nobody can win you. One, you got money in your pocket. Second, you're famous. And third, your parents' blessings. If you have these three golden things with you, you can win the world. Nothing else. These modern girls, when you get up in the morning, these so-called modern boys, when you get up in the morning, touch your parents' feet. It has the whole world and universe. I do not understand the concept that females cannot touch their parents' feet. I don't understand that. Raksha Bandhan mein, you only get all the money. Bhai Dooj mein, you only get all the money. Boys' pockets are empty every time, huh? But when it comes to touch the feet, no. Female cannot touch the feet, men and all. Then you are doing the, sorry to say it, but gender discrimination वहीं से चालू हो जाता है. And then you go outside in city buses में like, oh, I'm a girl, I need to sit. Yeah, so वहाँ gender, so whatever makes your pocket feel heavy, you'll be accepting that. But don't do that, na फिर. Yeah. Don't ask for reservations then after that to us. Yeah. कि like हमको नहीं मिला, आपको मिल गया. So always have a equal thing, na? Then only we can play good. Thank you.
Thank you so much for this lovely word.
There's a question from the lady.
Hello. I recently came to know about the love of sari that you carry, your passion, and since India is all about the rich heritage and culture of saris, there's something specific that you would like to say about because specifically you have been talking about sari and there's something specific about the Mekhla Chador that you have been said, but still each state has a different tale. There has been endless tales and stories that we have been learning, and there's something that I would like to know. It's like, do you love to promote the weavers or the different states that has the endless stories towards the southern region of India, or maybe towards the Manipur, the northeastern side that has the sari styles and everything?
It's not about particularly I'm biased about any state, because
exactly you are not.
Yeah. Because
it's just the love that you
because
have.
The Mekhla Chador was the first sari which I started wearing, so I had to mention that. After that, I started wearing silks. So every city, yes, it has its own pride of making different saris, and every state has different designers and artisans who are working for it. The only thing is that you need to find out the right person and find out the right culture, and then associate with it. If you associate with it, then you can, for example, if you go and ask Rekha ji to wear something else rather than wearing Kanjivarams, she won't. That's a style statement. So if you ask me to wear something else than whites, I'll take a think and then say, okay, I can, just to make you happy, but I'm white. So yeah, so that's a personal taste basically. Yes.
But it is absolutely a pleasure knowing you.
Shukriya.
For the love that you have been carrying and breaking the barriers of the society.
Thank you.
And keeping it very minimal is more than challenging, and kudos to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the question. I think we should move on with Anupam. Anupam is going to be talking about Fabiclore and why and how everything got started, what are